less lethal contingencies. Alan here. So today I'm going to be testing out my Umarex TR50 with a expansion stock, but an expansion stock that I'm going to be using with a tether to this, what is it, a 48? Yeah, 48 CI 3000 PSI capacity tank. Okay, 48 CI, which has a 800 PSI paintball regulator on it, just your standard regulator you would get on these HK Armies. Nothing high pressure. The last time I tested it, it was pretty close to 800. I wouldn't say exactly on the money, but at least it starts off around 800, but definitely no less than 750. So we're going to be testing this Umarex TR50 today on a tether line from this 3000 capacity 48 CI tank. This is what I'm going to be shooting it. Next trip I take out to the club, to the range, I'm going to be shooting this off of this 800 PSI tank. So I wanted to test it first and see what we're going to get. We'll be testing a variety of ammunition. We'll be starting off with 2-cylinder magazines of the 12.7 millimeter stainless steel ball bearings that weigh in about 8.4 grams each. So we'll be doing 2 magazines of these. And then once we got the heavies done, I have here, I got 4 more magazines, cylinder magazines in this, I don't know if you call this a speed loader or just a holder thing here. Thank you, Sean, for sending this my way in that care package a month or 2 ago. I finally got around to putting it on the TR50, and it seems to work pretty good. It holds them a little bit better than this MCS one that I was running, although it's a little tight. I still got to get used to. There we go. All right, so I think I have 3 more of these magazines in there with the 4-gram less lethal ballistics Vindicator rounds, what they call the Vindicator rounds, okay, which is a steel ball bearing wrapped in a like an ABS plastic. It looks like, I believe that's what it is, but they have the steel ball bearings inside. So I'll be shooting 3 of these with 6 rounds each, and then I'll finish it off with, what do we got here? These 2.7 gram alien play solid aluminum 50 caliber rounds, and these, if I can get this animal out of here, like I said, I'm still getting used to how these come out. You kind of just gotta, I think what I'll do is I'll lay them out so I can get to them a little easier, so I'm not fumbling around when I'm shooting. Let's see. Let's slide this down. Pull out the next one. Alright, so that's 2 magazines of the Vindicators, and indeed I did load a 3rd magazine of the Vindicators. There we go, 3rd magazine. 4-gram Vindicators. And I want to be careful with this last magazine here, because it's got the aluminum alien play in it, but these magazines are kind of stretched out, so they want to fall out sometimes. All right, and then we'll finish up with a cylinder mag of the aluminum alien play 2.7 gram rounds, just to see what these get. When I do go to the range next time with this TR50, I'll be shooting the ball bearings, and I'll be shooting also probably some aluminum, cheaper ammunition that I could shoot into the berm, into the backstop, and not worry about, dropping a lot of coin to shoot. So a little cheaper ammunition, plus heavier as well. Not so much the aluminum, but the steel ball bearings. I think they'll group better because it won't be as affected by the wind, if there's any wind, that sort of thing. So that is the order we're going to shoot this stuff in. And let's see. This one here, I don't have an insert for it, so I'll have to push out one of my other inserts when we get to that point. Again, we'll be using the TR50 by Umarex. Okay. I have a laser, a green laser on it, and a red dot optics here with the crosshair option as well. And this is the stock. So it's the adjustable Falcon car stock. Some of my viewers that I've had for a while, they've seen this on various markers. They've seen it in different configurations as well as far as here. But we just have one of these quick connect fittings, right? 1/8 fitting, quick connect 1/8 fitting, 8mm to G 1/2 inch. Okay, and it's going right into the back of this here. So we're going to shoot this 800 psi with the expansion. We also have, this is double deleted, this gun, so there's no CO2 in here. So this is also expansion. Yeah, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to try that out today. Check it for leaks, make sure everything's good. This way, when I'm ready to take it down to the range, I know I got a proven setup here. Also, we have the that's right, I almost forgot, the barrel setup on this. It's one I've been using for a while now. It's got the tuning barrel in it, and it also has the MCS's aluminum, what do they call this, 8-inch sniper barrel extension. And then at the end of that, I have the regular 4-inch tuning barrel extension on here as well. So that brings us up to about 16 inches, right? About good 4.5 inches of the factory barrel. Well, not the factory barrel, but the tuning barrel internal to the gun. And then the additional 4-inch tuning extension, plus the 8 inches of the sniper. So we're about 16.5 inch long. All these barrels, I did ream out slightly so that I was able to run the larger 12.7mm steel ball bearings. Okay, so they run through this all day long, no problems. So let's go ahead and get the tether system rocking. Let's see if I can put this, lean this over here safely. Actually, let's put her upside down. Sometimes that's the best way to go with these. Don't want it falling over anywhere. All right, let me get the tether system out here. On this tether, I'm not crazy about the coiled up ones, so I ended up purchasing this regular tether line, and it has your regular, you know, on and off valve gauge, and then it has a slide check here. Slide check with a quick connect, 8mm quick connect. Okay, bought this on, like, I don't know if it was eBay or Amazon. I think it was like $30 or something like that. Didn't break the bank or anything, but it's been working pretty good. I use this is indeed the same one I used at the club when I took the X68, and I was shooting the X68 off of this same tank. So what I'm going to do with this is I am going to, it's actually softened up quite a bit. It kind of held its memory from before. I'm going to go ahead and put this end on first. I already shot a couple squirts of silicone oil inside the gun, so it's pre-lubricated. The thing with this is I gotta make some kind of a rig to hold this up. I have a bag for it, but to keep it from rolling around, maybe some, I don't know, I gotta come up with a better way. In here, I always seem to be fumbling around to try to find the right place with it. I don't want to set it on the ground, because if I set it on the cement floor, it actually is easy to tip. I don't want to tip and rolling all over the place, so I think what I'm going to do is lay it down. I think it's what I ended up doing last time in here. Lay it down. Alright, so pardon the noise in the background. The laundry room's right around the corner, as you can tell. And sounds like the dryer's making a ruckus over there. Or the washer. Okay, so we're connected here. We're on. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to air it up really quick and check it for leaks. We'll do that now. That's tight. Okay, I heard the bolt click. It's showing 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so on the mini gauge we're getting 800 psi. That looks good. Let's see which way I want to put this. I think what I want to do is put it like this. I'll turn it like this. All right, yeah, the bolt's been activated. It's locked in. Thing looks good there. I think we're going to be all right the way the line is. Let it roll over a little. Actually, the line's pretty long. Maybe I can put it this way. Yeah. All right. Should be able to just spin this around. There we go. All right, that's a comfortable spot for it. Make sure I'm going to be shooting for over here, so let's move that back in there. Don't want anything snagging. Yeah, that looks good. All right. Yeah, so everything's aired up here. There's no leaks. Everything looks good. This is essentially the setup that I'm going to be shooting when I go to the club next with the Umarex TR50, which I haven't quite nailed down when I'm doing that, but I wanted to test this rig out again, make sure everything works good with this gun, and we will go from there. So let's go ahead and load the ammunition. Like I said, we're going to start off with the steel ball bearings. I'm going to do 2 mags of those. I'm going to check my floating barrel, make sure that the barrel floats. You can see it going up and down. Everything feels pretty normal with this. Okay. Feels good. Put the laser on. All right. So 8.4 gram steel ball bearings. We got 6 of them loaded, magazine 1. I'm just going to call out the feet per second like I usually do, and we'll see what we can get off of this 800 psi tethered, again through the expansion stock and the additional expansion I have in the handle as well. So we'll see what we get. All right, mag 1, shot 1. 339.1 feet per second. Mag 1 shot 2. 334.4 feet per second. Shot 3. 338.7 feet per second. Shot 4. 336.7 feet per second. Mag 1 shot 5. 334.3 feet per second. And the last one for Mag 1, shot 6. 330.3 feet per second. Those feel good and strong. No complaints with that. Again, those are the steel ball bearings. And what did I say, like 330s or so? Yeah, I gotta be shooting strong enough to punch some holes in some 1/4-inch plywood, I would think. Maybe I'll put a piece of plywood up with a target. Give me something to shoot at in the next rung here. Alright, let's check and see what we got for pressure left. Should have plenty of pressure with this 48 CI. Yeah, I didn't even... I'm still sitting at just a little bit under 3,000 PSI capacity. And I got a rock steady 800 PSI output here. So that looks good. That looks good. We're just going to set this down here. It's unloaded. It is aired up, but it's unloaded. I'm going to set this little animal up. Leave it right there for a minute. And we are going to we'll just set this up. We'll see what it'll do to this. This is just 1/4-inch. That's all. Just 1/4-inch plywood. I'm sure it's going to go straight through this. Pretty sure anyways. We'll do 6 rounds with the steel ball bearings. We'll see what we do with these. I think I can, yeah, I can make out that top left and that center one just fine. Let's see. Yeah, should be able to get through there. All right. Good to go. Let's get the second cylinder magazine of the 12.7 millimeter steel ball bearings, 8.4 grams. We'll load that in there. We'll double check our floating barrel, make sure it's still moving up and down. Make sure you still got the right feeling amount of drag on here. Everything feels normal. Nothing feels loose. Got a good drag on there. Okay, that looks good. Like I said, we're still aired up. I did not depressurize the gun. So good there. And with the laser back on. And let's adjust this. Am I all the way out on this thing? I guess I am all the way out. Okay. All right. Mag 2, shot 1. I'm going to see if I can hit that top left target right there. Let's see. Mag 2, shot 1, top left target. .334.4 feet per second. Mag 2, shot 2. Gonna go for that same target again. 326.5 feet per second. And I got a little double tap on this, a little auto fire. I did put a restrictor in here. The restrictor that I put in was a 1.6. Okay, I did put a restrictor in here. I was able to get one into the end of this car stock. This way I knew I had been having some auto fire with it a few times, spotty once in a while. Intermittent though, not consistent. As you can, as you're aware, the first magazine didn't have a single problem. It wasn't until that first shot, second mag, for whatever reason, now it wants to do an auto fire. I'm gonna try it one more time. If it continues to auto fire, what I'll do is I'll pause the video, I'll go get a smaller restrictor, and we'll swap it out. But, maybe it's a one-off. So I think that was what, 2 shots? I think we're on, yeah, so we should be on shot number 3. And let's go ahead and try that again. Mag 2, shot number 3. 8.4 gram steel ball bearing. And we're gonna go ahead and going for that top left target. 318.7 feet per second. No auto fire that time. I think I will probably go with a smaller restrictor on there at some point. I have a few different ones I can put in there. Let me see if I can go for that top right target. This is what, shot number 4, I think. Mag 2, shot 4. Mag 2, shot 4. 337 feet per second. And I think I have one more left in here. I think I do. Actually, my count's way off. I got 2 more shots left in here. All right. Apparently can't count today. All right, so this is going to actually be shot 5 coming up on mag 2. I'm going to shoot for that top right-hand target. There we go. Shot number, what did I say, 5? Shot number 5. 338.9 feet per second. And this should be shot number 6. I don't know if I can hit that center one without hitting my cranny. Well, there's the cranny, so I guess I should be able to hit it. Let me see. Let's get a little closer. How's that? We'll get a little closer. Don't be shy. Arid extra dry. All right, shot number 6 on mag 2, steel ball bearings. 324.6 feet per second. That should be all of them here. Should be all. Yep. All right, so that's the 12.7 millimeter, 8.4 gram steel ball bearings. Okay, that's what we got for those. Let's see what we have in the bottle. I would imagine we got plenty of capacity left. Yeah, we're down. I mean, we're not even down to 2,500. We're still just above that. Let's see, 2,000, 21, 22, 23. No, each one of those must be 200. Yeah, we're still just above 2,500 PSI capacity. And we started off with 3,000. So we're good there. The pressure regulator gauge is still saying 800 PSI. So I would say we are doing pretty good here. And I'm going to take down the wood because I really don't want to destroy the plastic off of these. Let's put this right here. Yeah, there we go. I don't put any pressure on that floating barrel. All right, the next ammunition we're going to be shooting is going to be the 4 gram Vindicator rounds. And, I spent some money on these. I want them to last, so I don't think the plastic's going to hold up if I'm popping holes in even 1/4 inch plywood. So the bearings, I don't mind running those. Even the aluminum rounds would be fine probably because they're cheap, and I think they could probably handle going through there. But I'm going to go ahead and switch out and just switch to a cardboard target instead, so I do not destroy my ammunition. So not too bad. I mean, we got one here, we got a couple here, we got a bunch to the same hole there. So, but yeah, no problem. I mean, I probably could have gone through. I would think I'd get through 2 of these, no problem. So we're just gonna put in something else. Actually, let me put some fresh stickers on this thing. Where's my stickers? My roll of splatter targets right here. We're just gonna put some of these on there. What we're gonna do, this is a more economical solution than buying the full target. You just get a roll of these. And then you can put them on anything. You can put them on, as you can tell, you can put them on plywood, whatever you want to shoot at. You can put them on, you know, some baking sheets or whatever you want to shoot at. Me, cardboard's cheap. We tend to have lots of that kicking around. So that's what we're gonna have it on today. Actually, that's what I usually do here, is put it on this thing. That looks good. All right. So we'll just, gives us something to look at when we're shooting anyways. All right, so the next up here is gonna be the Vindicator rounds by Less Lethal Ballistics. These come in at pretty much a pretty perfect, like 4 grams. So we'll have a higher higher velocity naturally out of these lighter ammunition. The 4 grams really kind of a good little sweet spot for this gun anyways, especially if you're still shooting on CO2. But with this 800 PSI high pressure air, it still should be good. The magazine feels good. It's got the right amount of tension. Everything's still floating. Everything still feels good. So we are gonna shoot the first, this is gonna be mag 3 of the 4 gram Vindicator rounds. And I'll just call out the feet per second. All right, shot 1, 4 gram. (514.6 feet per second). Shot 2. 497 feet per second. Shot 3. 524.7 feet per second. Shot number 4. 516.2 feet per second. That one bounced off my silicone can. Hopefully I ain't gonna blow that thing out. All right, what am I on now? Shot number 5, I think. No, I think I'm on shot 6. It's hard to tell with the Vindicator rounds because they're a darker color, dark green. Yeah, looks like I got 2 shots left, so I must be shot 5. All right, here we go. That was quite the ricochet. Shot number 5, 4 gram. 486.2 feet per second. Shot number 6, 4 gram. And I don't know, I don't think that one read. Yeah, I think I got a misread on that. And I noticed this thing's shooting a little lower. I had just sighted this in with the bore sighter too. All right, that's all 6 rounds. We're gonna do another magazine, actually 2 more magazines of the 4-gram Vindicator. So here's mag 2 of the Vindicator, which will be our total magazine count. It'll be mag 4. Okay, still magazine feels good, barrel feels good. Everything's floating, doing what it's supposed to be doing. All right. I'm sure I got plenty of capacity left, so I'm not going to go look at that right now. We'll take a look at it when we're done with these Vindicator rounds, I suppose. All right, so. All right, this is the second magazine of 4-gram Vindicator rounds. And this would be in total shooting today, this is going to be magazine number 4, shot 1. 519.8 feet per second. Shot 2, 483 feet per second. Shot number 3. Whoa, 506 feet per second as that bounced off the wall and right over my shoulder. All right, what did I say it was? Was that shot 4? All right, I think this is shot 4 actually. Shooting a little low. My sight is definitely a little off. Let me try. All right, shot number 5. 504.3 feet per second. And I think I still have, I can't remember my shot count. Yeah, all right, I had 2 left. So let's put this in. There it is right there. That's an empty. All right, I think I got it where it needs to be. All right, mag 4, shot 5. Vindicator rounds, 4-gram. 497.7 feet per second, and this should be shot 6. 505.8 feet per second. That should be that magazine. Indeed, we are done with that one. All right, so that was 2 of the Vindicator mags. I have a 3rd, so we're going to have a little bit more fun here and do the 3rd one. I'm going to shoot these a little faster. Everything still feels good. Got good drag, good amount of drag. Nothing feels too stiff and nothing feels sloppy either. Okay, if you got something that's too stiff or sloppy, you may want to check your barrel. Maybe you screwed your barrel on too much. More so if it was really sloppy and this was just spinning around, the cylinder mag was spinning really easy, then I would say maybe you screwed the extension down too far, because if you screw it down to the point where it comes in contact with the plastic body here of the barrel, with the compensator, it'll actually start drawing the internal barrel in or towards the extension, and it will then not have the proper pressure to make the proper seal on the actual cylinder magazine. So if you're getting it to spin too freely, then I would check that, maybe back off a thread or so or 2 until you got, the right amount. You want that barrel floating. You should be able to see it moving up and down slightly, and you want the right amount of tension on the cylinder mag. Okay, very important for these. Well, hell with it. All right, tank pressure. We have 200. What am I saying? 200. 2,000. It looks like 2,200 on here. Okay, and that's what it looks like anyways. 2,200 capacity left. All right, we started with 3,000. We got 2,200 is what I'm going with. And again, we still have a rock solid 5, 6, 7, 800 PSI on the top gauge. You can see that. Okay, so the bottle capacity is good. And the regulator output is still providing us with a good solid 800. 800. All right. This is going to be mag 5 in total, but it's the third mag of the Vindicator rounds, the 4-gram Vindicator. Okay, so this is going to be mag 5, shot 1. (499.9 feet per second). Mag 5, shot 2. 529.4 feet per second. Shot 3. 511.4 feet per second. Shot number 4. (497.4 feet per second. Shot number 5. 495.6 feet per second. And the last one, shot number 6. 489.1 feet per second. And my count was right that time. All right, what do we have left for pressures? Okay, we are down to about 2,000 PSI on the tank capacity pressure from 1,000. So we used about 1,000 PSI to shoot 5 magazines, 2 of which were pretty heavy, had the 8.4 grams. We're still holding a rock solid 800 PSI output pressure. So we're good there. All I have left to shoot right now is the aluminum. I guess we'll give that a try. I will need to swap out one of these. We're going to do these aluminum alien play. We'll just do 1 magazine of these and then we'll call it quits. I got to push this out the center though. This piece here. And reuse it in this one. There we go. Alrighty. Barrel feels good. Got the right appropriate drag on there. Everything feels good. Put the laser back on. All right, so this is going to be magazine, what is it, 6? Yeah. Mag 6. This will be the 2.7 gram lightweights, the solid aluminum alien play, 2.7 grams. Yeah, magazine 6, shot 1, 2.7 gram. Shot 1. 610.6 feet per second. Shot number 2. 606.2 feet per second. Shot number 3. 613.3 feet per second. Shot number 4. 612.3 feet per second. Shot number 5. That one didn't read. Knocked the sticker right off the right off the cardboard. Okay. That was shot 5. It didn't read. Not sure what's going on with that. But all right, this should be the last one, shot number 6. See if we can hit that target to the left a little bit without hitting my cranny. Actually, I don't want to block the view for you guys. Let's just go for the top one. Shot number 6. 598.1 feet per second. All right, and that is it. All right. Okay, so that is the TR50 by Umarex, or Umarex, however you like to say that. Umarex, Umarex. You say potato, I say potato. Tomato, tomato. I don't know. All right, so that is what that is. That is a total of 6 magazines we fired, and And let's get this tank out of here. Let's see what we have. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. We're unloaded here anyways. So we're still showing a good 800 PSI output. And we're just about at, just a tad, like a scotch. Just a scotch creeping below 2000 PSI. So that's pretty good. So I got like 6 magazines out of this. And that's starting with two of my first magazines were pretty heavy, right? The 8.4 gram steel ball bearings. And then I had 3 of the 4 gram. And then I had 1 of the 2.7 gram alien play aluminum. So, I mean, if I was shooting, at the range, I'm probably just going to shoot the steel ball bearings. Maybe the aluminums. That's the only stuff I'm going to take with me. Anything I can shoot into the woods, and I don't care about losing because they're cheaper. Plus, I want something heavy enough where it's not going to be affected by wind as much. So, probably be the ball bearings that I'll be firing mostly. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to at least be able to get 6 magazines, probably more, out of this tank. And I have an adjustable regulator that got delivered to me, and I'm waiting on another one of these 48 CI tanks, which I'm probably going to replace its regulator with the adjustable one, so I can crank this up a little bit to about 900,000 PSI as well. So I may just take that tank as well. I'll probably take both tanks with me. So it should be fun when I get over there, that is. Yeah, so that's what I'm dealing with here. So it's pretty good. Just going to go ahead and degas this through the slide check now. So we'll degas it. And then I can disconnect my quick connection. And then we're good with that. And if I can put this somewhere out of the way for a second. You stay there, don't fall. Close this up. So I can put this girl down. All right, that looks good. And let me continue to disconnect this. Yeah, so this is a good little rig. This will be great at the club because, again, I'm looking for, it's either that or I take the compressor with me and I run it off a battery. I could do that or a jump pack or something. I got a lithium-ion battery jump starter pack. I'd probably run that compressor a couple times, I would think. But I haven't tested it yet. I got to test that out. So if I wanted to take the compressor with me. But what the heck, all right, I got that backed out. But if I take these 2 bottles, I can sit there and shoot plenty. I'm only going to want to shoot for so long. I'm going to get bored with it at some point. I know that sounds weird, but at some point, yeah, you're going to be like, all right, I shot enough out there. Yeah, so this is working out pretty good. Even one tank, like I said, I'm down to like 2,000 from 3,000. And I shot 6 magazines. They weren't all heavy, so I'd probably eat up some more. Also, but I'm gonna probably take 2 tanks with me, and then, yeah, I'll be plinking this away, plinking with this baby, and see what kind of distance and kind of grouping I can get with these. Got both sights sighted in pretty good, close enough where I know it'll get me on paper, and then I can I can do a little final tweaking with it, or I may bring my laser bore sighter with me too, and just make things a little quick and easy, and sight it in with that. So we'll see. Anyways, that is all, folks. That is the TR50 by Umarex, and shooting with the tether line. Tether line on a 48 CI tank. Not too shabby. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys are having a great weekend, and happy Memorial Day. Peace out.